Hi, I'm Stavros. Good morning and welcome to T. Nolan and Sons Scania here in Castleisland in County Kerry. Now, a bit of a different video for you this week. I'll be showing you around the S580 with its V8 engine from Scania and its flat floor in the cab. But we'll be going around various locations in Ireland to get people's opinion of the truck. So whether that be drivers or members of the public, what do they think of Scania's all-new S580? So let's hit the road now and find out. Let's go. Now, I have gone into a lot more detail on this S580 on a previous video, and I'll leave a link to that at the end of this video. I'll give you just a quick look around this truck again before we hit the road. Starting from the rear, we have our LED lamps all around and our alloy wheels, and the middle axle can be raised and lowered, and we have our fifth wheel here, which is fully adjustable. Very good for hooking under trailers. If you want more space between the cab and your trailer, you can adjust that fifth wheel. And we have two tanks at either side and full air deflector kit. The V8 demonstrator from Nolans, the S580. Now we will hop inside and give you a look. We have our 4 steps leading into the cab and our V8 logo on the door and the completely flat floor in the cab. So plenty of room to swing around in the cab. And that is just all my gear because I will be away in the truck for a few days. And our passenger seat and the nice low dashboard for better visibility. Just turn the key here. Scania's all new display and dashboard, and the stereo and climate control and cup holders and full leather pack in this S580. So just a quick look inside before we hit the road. And as you can see in the background there, we have the old R580, the old Streamline R580 there. But we're in the all-new S580. It's time to hit the road and see what the public think. I'm just filling up at the pump now, so it's going to take a lot to fill up this tank. We have 540 litres on the passenger side and 175 litres on the driver's side. So let's get filling. And we've just filled up now, and I've managed to fit in 430 litres. So there was already a bit of fuel in the tanks. Anyway, let's hit the road. We've now made it back to Shannon and we're about to get hooked under a trailer now and get on the road. So I'm now positioned at the trailer and I just need to lower the back axle a small bit. So I've got two options here. I can either use the buttons on the dashboard here or else use my remote control. So very easy, just switch it on, drop the rear axle and get hooked under this trailer. So when we're reversing underneath a trailer or reversing onto a ramp with a trailer, say, and you want to be nice and slow and steady about it, you can stick it into reverse and then knock down your column stock here just once and you'll see RM on the display. That means you're in reversing maneuver mode and you can be nice and slow and steady with the revs. A very handy feature to have. I have Brendan now from Martin Ryan Transport. Now, Brendan, you have a lot of trucks.
We do.
Renaults. Do you have Ivecos?
We do.
Ivecos, Scanias. Will you be buying one of the all-new S580s, Brendan?
It depends on the price. I'd love to buy one, depends on the price.
It's all about the price.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, 155,000 ex VAT.
At that price, it's just with the other makes around, the gap is too far in with the other premium models at the minute. If there was, a slight gap in we would consider it.
But then there are the smaller trucks, you know, the R410, R450. So
yeah, as I said, it's because we have 131s, 152s, Scanias, but the price jump from there to the new ones is just on the scale of things with at home is the difference is just a bit too far at the minute. We'll wait until the venture on because the gap is just too far for us at the minute.
Right. That was Brendan from Martin Ryan. Brendan, thanks you.
Thanks a million. No,
cheers. I have John O'Brien with me now and I'm here in Little Island Industrial Estate in Cork. John, you have your R series behind us there.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. It's absolutely fantastic. Definitely.
Fit and finish has gone way up.
Oh, Jesus, the finish on it and the height of it and the feel of it. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
John, thanks for that.
No bother, thanks for that.
Cheers. Okay guys, I found an FH here, a 500 horsepower FH. The driver's beside me, he wants to remain anonymous. He's driving for Delaney Transport and you have the S580 beside it, so what do you think guys, looks wise? S580, FH 500. Let's have a look inside the FH, see what it's like. So Volvo's FH, let's hop inside and have a look. 2016 registration. That is the small bit of a hump there. So let's hop inside your driver's seat and your top bunk. And we have lockers above the top bunk. And nice big sunroof there. And your lockers above. And your flat area here on top of the dashboard. And your 12-speed gearbox. And your speedometer there. And that is a quick look inside the Volvo's interior. So what do you guys think of the Volvo FH? This is a 500 horsepower. Nice leather feel on the handles there and on here as well. The Euro 6 500 FH belong to Delaney Transport. So they are the two trucks side by side, guys. What do you all think? The Scania or the Volvo? It's up to you. So here's another comparison for you between the S580 next generation Scania and the old 4 Series Scania. So this one is 2003 and you can see the difference in design here. Let's just have a quick look at the interior of the old 4 Series. So a quick reminder, guys, of what the 4 Series used to look like all those years ago. So remember the old bunk design that used to come down over the windscreen here? That would fold down. And we have the bunk here at the bottom. It's folded up at the moment against the back wall. That folds down, and all our lockers up here on the old 4 Series, and still the curve in the dashboard of the old Scania. That is the old design of the 4 Series. And the driver's seat, how it used to look like. So that is just a quick reminder of how the 4 Series compares to the all-new next generation. A world apart. Okay guys, does it meet your approval?
Oh man, fantastic. Absolutely beautiful.
You're impressed?
Yes, certainly.
Look at every damn thing you want.
Everybody,
very good.
Everybody should have one.
It's attracting a lot of attention. I'm just going to demonstrate now the cab lift system at the front. So I have Paddy here in the driver's seat and he's going to press the button and then watch the front of it lift up because it gets very high. Alright Paddy, hit it. Lift right up now. We get a lot of clearance here now with this front lift system. So this is how high up it lifts. I have a 2-litre bottle here. It just gives you an idea of how high up. So it really does give good clearance. Very handy for going over curbs or over rough ground. So that is the clearance of the front lift system in the S580. Yeah. Eugene, you're driving the MAN.
Yeah.
440 horsepower MAN. You've just hopped into the Scania.
Right.
And you're also wearing a Scania jacket.
Yeah. Also Scania jacket. Yeah.
And you're driving an MAN?
Yeah.
Huh? It's a great advert for Scania. So what do you think?
I think just need to drive and enjoy it.
Yeah,
It's a rock and roll on wheels.
Let's have a quick look at the man.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hop into the TGX 26 440 horsepower. And we have our top bunk there, and our bottom bunk, and your fridge there, passenger seat, overhead lockers, and your dashboard. And that is the inside of your MAN. 440 horsepower. Belong to K&L Deliveries. Cheers, Eugene.
Cheers. Rock and roll.
I've got Paul Mulcahy here with me now. Paul drives this Man Rigid here. Paul, you've looked at the S580. What do you think?
I want to sell my house. I'm going to buy this and move in. It's a beautiful truck. Beautiful.
Yeah. And Paul, you've driven Scanias in the past as well.
So. No, the Scania are top of the range, but this is the cream. It's the cream. Beautiful.
Thanks for that, Paul.
No problem, Stav.
Where's the bar? The mini bar. Is there a mini bar? Is that a fridge here?
Yeah.
Oh my god. She could live in this.
Yeah.
That's it now. Right, that's it, cut.
Welcome to the Red Cow interchange in Dublin. We're just leaving Dublin, heading down towards Limerick. So we'll just make our way over to the left lane, and then I'll demonstrate to you the adaptive cruise control in this truck. Let's move over to the left lane. So we can turn on our cruise control, and then we can set our adaptive cruise control to whichever distance we wish to be at. So it just keeps you at a safe, constant distance to the vehicle in front. So if this truck ahead of me moves into the left lane, if he is going to move in, yes, he's going to move in. So we can set our distance to match him. If we go up, or you can see on the display, we're going closer. We have 5 different distances in which we can keep up with that truck. So if that truck slows down or speeds up, we will be matching that truck for speed. Yet again, another great feature of this truck. I just want to demonstrate to you now the LED headlamps and just how well they illuminate the road ahead. So here we have it just in normal low beam mode, and then we just flick our lever up and there you go. Look how bright that is. Such a massive difference to normal xenon headlamps. But these LED headlamps, they illuminate the road so far ahead. They really are very impressive. I'm now back here in the filling station and I've driven for the last 2 days and I've done 1,089 kilometers and I still have 20% fuel left in my 2 tanks. Now I've just filled up the small tank on the far side, which is the 175 litre tank, and that only took a small amount of 17 litres is all that went into that tank, because the tanks, you do know that they empty one after the other. So we have the bigger tank here which empties first, and we put a grand total into that of 345 litres. So we will now do our sums and see what we're getting miles per gallon. Okay, so I've sat down and I've done all the sums. So what we do is we divide 362, which is the total number of litres we got, and that comes to 79.6 gallons. So I divided it by 4.546, which is 1 imperial gallon, for a total of 79.6 gallons. Then we get our 1,089 kilometers, which we have covered, and divide that by 8 and multiply by 5, which gives us 680 miles. So then we get our 79.6 gallons and divide that into 680 miles. And our grand total for our miles per gallon is 8.54 miles per gallon. So that is what this truck has done over the last couple of days, covering 680 miles. We have Sean here, a Scania Rigid driver. Sean, what do you think?
Absolutely magnificent.
I'm trying to find somebody to say a bad word about it, but I can't find anyone.
She's just... words can't describe this wagon. She is just gorgeous. Truck porn. That's what this...
I have Ray with me now and he's just pulled in this Mercedes Actros. Ray, you've also driven this Scania S580.
Yeah.
He has taken this out on a test run. What do you think, Ray?
I think both trucks, fabulous trucks to drive. The Mercedes is also a beautiful truck to drive. Not as much pitching in the Scania as the Mercedes, and you've much more visibility in the Scania. The mirrors, they're a lot neater, and you've got a better all-around view. The comfort then is far better in the Scania, much more but that's with the extra axle.
Yeah.
But a much smoother drive altogether.
Because the Mercedes is a 4x2.
Yeah.
But what do you think, guys? How do you think looks-wise if they compare Mercedes Actros or Scania S580? You can leave it in the comments below which one you think is the better looking truck. Cheers, Ray. Okay. Thanks. Okay guys, I've given the truck a good wash and I've given it a vacuum clean, and now it's time for me to get some rest, because tomorrow I'm dropping the Scania S580 back to Nolans. So I'll talk to you all in the morning. Good night, lights out. And it's now 6:25 in the morning, and quite a comfortable sleep last night in the bed. And you can get 3 different mattress types for the Scania: a Bonnell, a foam mattress and a pocket spring mattress. So 3 different types to choose from. So you'll be comfortable whichever you choose. Now, I have my coffee here and my porridge, and I'll get all this stuff back onto the bed and we'll hit the road for Nolans. Right, let's get it started. One cold start. And I'll just get the camera out the window for you guys to hear it. There we are. Okay, let's hit the road. And we're just pulling into T. Nolan and Sons Scania in Castleisland. And there we are, all parked up beside the brand new R520 for Wards here. So that also has a V8 engine, and of course the S580 with its V8 engine. And such an amazing amount of power available in the S580. 2,950 Newton meters of torque available between 1,000 and 1,350 RPM. So an awful lot of power low down in the rev range. And I really enjoyed my time driving this truck all week. I clocked up about 1,400 miles in it, and really enjoyable talking to people coming up wanting to sit inside, take photos and just asking me what it's like to drive. I really enjoyed it, and a huge thanks to Nolans for allowing me to drive it this week. Just an amazing truck. The improved visibility out of the cab, the comfort levels, it's reduced decibel levels inside the cab when driving it. A real great truck, and it's only when you've driven the old R series that you appreciate just how much work has gone into the new next generation Scanias. So I will leave you all there. A huge thanks to Nolans again, and thank you all for watching, and I will talk to you all again in the next video. Until then, take care. Cheers.